These are the Nothing Ear Open, a $149 pair of earbuds with an open ear design and that iconic Nothing design. Let's find out what they have to offer and whether or not they are for you from the perspective of an audio engineer. That's me, Brandon, and this is Tech Today. The Nothing Ear Open features an open ear style reminiscent of products like Shocks, but instead of bone conduction, these rely on pure air conduction. This means that you can listen to music while remaining aware of your surroundings. It also allows you to chat without needing to pause your music. If you want to control your music or anything else, you can use the pinch controls on the earbuds themselves. One downside of this open ear design is that you do not have active noise cancellation. Instead, you have a sound seal system that is supposed to cancel out what you're listening to so that others don't hear as much of what you're listening to. This is the first I've listened to of canceling the audio that others hear instead of what you hear from the outside world, so interesting. Another downside is that this open ear design makes capturing reasonable and proper sound samples challenging, so they will not be included in this video. I know. Bummer. Comfort-wise, the earbuds are tilted at a 50-degree angle for optimal fit and a 3-point balancing system that supports them from the top, front, and back of your ear. The ear hooks are made from a soft silicone-like material, providing a gentle hold. They don't sit deeply in the ear canal. Instead, they rest lightly on your earlobes and around the outer ear, which makes them initially feel a bit unusual. If you plan on using these for high-intensity workouts, they tend to flop and move around a bit, but they haven't fallen off in my testing. Perhaps they have a great secure fit, but the movement makes me wonder whether or not they're going to fall off all the time. It's just a little bit uncomfortable. This lack of security made it awkward for me in those situations, but I feel comfortable using them while wearing them around the house. The charging case maintains the signature Nothing aesthetic with its sleek and compact design. It measures 19 millimeters thick and has a transparent lid. While it is thin, it does have a large footprint, so it does feel rather large to me. If you have rather large hands, you can also use the inlet to spin around like a fidget spinner. Remember those? The case and earbuds have an IP54 water and dust resistance rating and are built to withstand a little bit of sweat. The Nothing Ear Open offers an impressive 8 hours of playback on a single charge with a total of 30 hours when you include the charging case. A 10-minute charge over USB-C on the case gives you about 2 hours of listening time. Interestingly, my notes from Nothing do not indicate wireless charging capability, and I do not receive any sort of confirmation of it charging when I put it on to a wireless charger. However, if I were to keep it on a wireless charger for a while, it would get pretty hot in the middle. So it would make sense to have a wireless charging coil there. Maybe there is one there, but it's just not active. So I can't wait to see the teardowns on this thing. They utilize Bluetooth 5.3 for stable connectivity and can connect to 2 devices simultaneously. If you misplace them, the Find My Earbuds feature lets you play a loud sound to track them down. This is not precision finding, so it's not compatible with the Google Find My Device network. It provides a low lag mode, which offers less than 120 milliseconds latency for gaming. This automatically enables when you enter into game mode on a Nothing phone, but you can manually toggle it on and off in the app on other Android and iOS devices. ChatGPT is another benefit if you use these on a supported Nothing phone. The Nothing Ear Open comes equipped with 2 mics and an AI-enhanced clear voice technology. This technology is supposed to help reduce background noise and echo, providing crisp, clear audio for calls. The microphones were positioned to minimize wind noise in windy environments. So let's check out some objective samples to find out how they perform. Here's what the Nothing Ear would sound like if you're using them while on a Zoom call. Here is what the Nothing Ear Open would sound like in a normal, quiet room. Here is what the Nothing Ear Open would sound like in a simulated, noisy cafe environment. How does it sound? Here is what the Nothing Ear Open sounds like in a simulated, windy environment. How do you think it's performing? Oh, this reminds me of Darth Vader. Oh, RIP James Earl Jones. Now let's talk about sound quality. Given the open design, I was pleasantly surprised by the low-end performance. While they rest outside the ear canal, they still deliver a surprisingly decent bass response. Pushing them deeper into the ear canal produces a more unbalanced sound profile with shouty highs but a more pronounced low end. The sweet spot is just outside the ear where they shine and where they naturally lay for me. Overall, the sound is crisp and clear and has a solid low end, though some vocals may come off as slightly sibilant. What's great is that they include basic and advanced EQ settings, allowing you to tweak the sound to your liking. Unfortunately, the issue of using the advanced EQ creating a drop in volume persists, but you can always increase the volume with the volume rocker. Due to ear shape and the external open ear design, sound perception can vary slightly from person to person. What sounds good for me might not sound good to you. Essentially, there are far more variables with a product like this, so you should test it for yourself, and you should test out any earbud or headphone before purchasing, but more so in this case. Along with that concern, I'm uncertain of whether or not I will provide a custom EQ for channel members, as there's a good chance it won't translate well. I'll have to think about that. Overall, the sound quality is much better than most options in the open ear earbud space. This avoids the traps to having too much bass, minimal bass, only thin and sibilant, or too dark. It's not as good as the Nothing Ear 2024 or Ear A, but it's much closer to those two than not, and that's fantastic in my opinion. So is the Nothing Ear open for you? Here are some questions and considerations to help you determine that. If you do not like the feeling of having earbuds in your ear canal, the open might be for you. If you want a more secure fit where things aren't moving around as much, the open might not be for you. If you want to have more situational awareness, the open is great for that. The open is not for you if you want active noise cancellation to block out your surroundings. If you want really long battery life per charge, the open shines. If you want the highest level of sound quality, the open might not be for you. So where do you land? Let me know where and why in the comments. So is the Nothing Ear open for me? While I appreciate the open ear design and how good they sound compared to its peers in this form factor, it's not what I'm looking for in an earbud. I much prefer the Nothing Ear 2024. It has a better fit in my ear, the sound quality is amongst the best and audiophile approved, and it has the benefits of ANC and more. I have a whole review in comparison of the Nothing Ear 2024, Nothing Ear A, and Nothing Ear 2. You should check it out up here. But what I prefer or need may differ from yours, and that's fine. If the Nothing Ear Open is something you want to purchase, there's a link in the description or the pinned comment. This review is not sponsored by Nothing, but they did provide an early sample for objective review, and they do not have any editorial control or review of this video and are only able to see it at the same time as you. This video is supported by viewers like you. Thanks for watching This Is Tech Today. Until next time.